Hi and welcome to EUMETSAT. I'm Mark Higgins, and for the Meteo and Climat conference we were really looking forward to welcoming you to the physical building here. Obviously, with things being as they are, we're going to meet virtually, but we wanted to show you some of the things you would have seen if you were here and some of the things that you will be able to see when at some point in the future you get to visit. So just over here you can see a life-size model of the EPS satellite, so METOP. This is providing all of the data that goes into the computer models, the three-dimensional information of the atmosphere that really contributes to part of the quality of the model forecasts that you get and use. On the way in, we have our ocean monitoring satellites, so the Sentinel satellites, the Copernicus Sentinel satellites. And what they're showing you is temperature of the oceans, the ocean color, and as well the sea surface height. And of course we have the time records, so we're looking at the climate records and how things have changed over time. And just over here you can see the METEOSAT second generation satellite. So it's a life-size model again, spinning up there, and this is the data that you're using in a lot of your broadcasts to show the current weather situation and how it's evolving. We also have the flags representing the 30 member states of EUMETSAT. So this is what you would have seen as you arrived at the campus. Let's head on inside. So welcome inside. Straight ahead of us we have the Operational Control Center, the operational and day-to-day heart of EUMETSAT. We also have images from all of the current satellite missions, so showing us up to date what we're seeing of the Earth's atmosphere and environment. And behind me you'll see a display dedicated to the new missions, so the EPS second generation and the METEOSAT third generation. So these are up and coming missions, and what these will give us are some new parameters, new observations of the atmosphere, particularly for atmospheric composition, higher resolutions, and of course the continuity of service. So welcome to EUMETSAT, welcome to Meteo and Climat. I'm really looking forward to this conference myself because it helps us build the bridge between what we do here, the data and protection of life and property, and through your work in communicating what the Earth system is doing towards the public. Helga, I hand over to you and welcome to the conference.
Hello everybody, welcome to this forum, and I'm so sorry for the technical issues, but well, hey, reputation, but rehearsal is a very good start. So the rest of these 2 days, hopefully things will go fine. But well, it's a digitally world, nevertheless. Welcome at this media forum. I will try to talk a bit slowly because it's bilingual. It means that there is an English translation and a French translation. For everybody who prefers to listen to French can go to the live French version, but I will keep it to English. That's a little bit better to me. Thanks for everybody organizing this. It's a big issue. Of course, we would have preferred to be in Darmstadt all together, but well, hey, you know what's going on, something with COVID. So I hope everybody is healthy at home or at work and able to follow this conference. This is not possible without some real good organizations. It's co-organized with EUMETSAT, Copernicus, ECMWF, the European Space Agency, the World Meteorological Organization, and its IPCC. We should have watched a video. Well, this video is coming on later. That brings me to two other hosts of today, two people who made it also possible to organize this event. We have someone who's very well known if you followed the media workshops the last couple of years. Jean Jouzel, he's president of Meteo and Climat since 2009. He's also an expert in climatology and glaciology and former member of the IPCC. Some of you might know that he's won several prizes and decorations. He's really an honorable man and a really smart guy. And after Jean Jouzel, we're going to listen to Phil Evans. That's the other host. He's Director General of EUMETSAT. He started just in the beginning of this year. So, well, in challenging times and busy times as well, He gained experience on senior management position at the UK Met Office and a background in remote sensing and satellite instrumentations. Well, without the involvement of both gentlemen, it would not have been possible to meet up with this workshop. I would like to give the floor to Jean Jouzel and Phil Evans. Gentlemen, go ahead.
Bonjour, bonjour Elga, bonjour Phil, bonjour à tous et à toutes. Je suis vraiment ravi d'ouvrir ce 18e Media Workshop organisé dans le cadre du Forum international de la météo et du climat. Il est à destination des météorologues et présentateurs météo internationaux. Alors, nous sommes 500 participants de plus de 90 pays, ce qui confirme l'intérêt pour les questions climatiques et que le climat n'a pas de frontières. Et ceci à un moment où nous sommes à un tournant en matière de lutte contre le réchauffement climatique. Nous sommes désormais rentrés de plein pied dans la période d'engagement de l'accord de Paris, avec des objectifs ambitieux, limiter le réchauffement bien en deçà de 2 degrés par rapport aux conditions pré-industrielles, voire, si possible, 1,5 degré. Nous avons déjà pris 1 degré, donc 1,5 degré, c'est 1,5 degré de plus, et j'adhère complètement à cet objectif ambitieux, mais malheureusement, je dirais, nous sommes loin du compte en termes d'engagement. Sur la période 2020-2030, il faudrait multiplier par 5 les engagements des pays pour que nous mettions sur une trajectoire compatible avec cet horizon, cette limitation à 1,5 degré. Et ensuite, eh bien, il y a cet objectif de neutralité carbone à horizon 2050 pour le maintien à 1,5 degré. Et les 3 prochaines décennies vont être essentielles si on veut que les jeunes d'aujourd'hui connaissent un climat auquel on pourra s'adapter. Donc ce Media Workshop va être l'occasion pendant ce jour d'évoquer des enjeux des prochaines étapes climatiques, comme la tenue de la COP 26 à Glasgow en novembre prochain. Et nous attendons évidemment de cette COP, de cette réunion, des engagements beaucoup plus importants que ceux qui ont été mis sur la table lors de la conférence de Paris il y a maintenant 6 ans. Et cette journée, alors pour, disons, la journée elle-même que nous allons vivre, permettra avant tout de vous présenter les systèmes d'observation nouvelle génération, qui sont là pour améliorer les prévisions météorologiques et la surveillance du climat. Et ce sont vraiment des outils très importants pour la communication. Et je me tourne vers les présentateurs météo, bien sûr, qui merci d'être là et qui sont mis à disposition des communicants. Je souhaite simplement rappeler ici le rôle important que jouent ces présentateurs, que vous jouez tous et toutes dans la communication et la diffusion, non seulement de, disons, la prévision du temps, mais aussi très généralement dans la diffusion de l'information climatique. Et je vous en remercie, nous vous en remercions. Il est vraiment plus que nécessaire que les présentateurs météo, à travers vos voix, poursuivent à nos côtés, nous, la communauté scientifique, l'éducation des citoyens, par rapport à l'urgence d'agir pour préserver la santé de notre planète. Je remercie chaleureusement nos partenaires qui ont co-construit le contenu de ce Media Workshop, comme l'Agence spatiale européenne, l'ESA, Copernicus, Climat Change du Centre européen, l'Organisation météorologique mondiale, le GIEC, sans oublier EUMETSAT, et merci beaucoup à Phil, qui nous accueille virtuellement, certes, mais c'est quand même un très bel accueil pour cette édition 2021. Je vous souhaite à tous et à toutes un bon Media Workshop et je vous passe la parole maintenant, Phil. Merci et très bonne journée. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Jean. Good morning, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be with you and a great pleasure for EUMETSAT to be hosting and co-organising the International Weather and Climate Forum 2021. I have to say, I find the prospect of talking on camera to an audience of which there are a large number of professional broadcasters is something in the way of intimidating, but I will do my best. National weather presenters and climate journalists bring accurate, pertinent and science-based knowledge to a broad audience all over the world and fill a crucial role in doing that. They are a crucial link between the general public and the complex scientific domains of weather forecasting, climate science and environmental observations. From EUMETSAT's perspective, and I'll say a little bit more about EUMETSAT's role in a moment, they're a crucial partner in making a wider audience understand the Earth observation data that we make available, the information it provides and how it's relevant to them. When done well, not only does weather present and communicate issues that are of critical importance to society at large, it plays a strong educational role, and in my experience can play an important role in helping society understand some key challenges around understanding science information. The key one that occurs to me is uncertainty, for example. I've seen very impressive examples of how broadcasters have, for example, communicated uncertainty around storm tracks. And I think this plays a fundamental role in helping society to understand how to absorb this information and how to make use of it. From EUMETSAT's perspective, our collaboration aims to strengthen our ties and inform weather presenters and science journalists about the latest innovations in the programs that we're launching, and I'll talk a little bit more about those later on. So just to come at this a little bit from EUMETSAT's perspective. So we're an intergovernmental organisation with 30 European members, and we're responsible for maintaining and exploiting a network of European satellites. Earth observation plays an absolutely crucial role in global efforts to address climate change, and it does this by monitoring the evolution of climate and informing decision makers about the effects of mitigation policies. And EUMETSAT is obviously a central player in Europe, but a central player in the world in terms of these sorts of satellite observing systems. Now, of course, there are the aspects of climate change policy, mitigation, adaptation, but society feels the impacts of climate change immediately through the impact of extreme weather events, which increasingly have such big and significant socio-economic impacts. And of course, certain continents and regions are particularly sensitive to those. Most notable among those is Africa, which is the most vulnerable continent to climate change. And we are fortunate today that we have many delegates from that region, and I hope they find this event particularly useful. With the increasing extent with which high impact weather events have an impact on society and the economic losses that flow from it, it's extremely important for governments and decision makers all over the world and in Africa to define and implement mitigation and adaptation policies that are dependent on accurate and reliable data about climate change and its impacts to inform investment decisions and large-scale infrastructure. And EUMETSAT aims to play an important role in this through the information we provide through our satellite programs. We are constantly adapting to the needs and requirements of our users. And that doesn't just include launching satellite systems. Having the most sophisticated satellite system in the world doesn't really matter that much unless people can benefit from the information it provides, the data is available. So we've worked hard on implementing cloud-based data dissemination services. And we're about to launch 2 new generations of satellite systems that we'll be talking about later. METEOSAT 3rd generation and the 2nd generation polar system. These cutting edge systems will be providing weather and climate related advice for the next 20 years. They will provide continuity of data, so that supporting a satellite climate data record that goes back 40 years or more, and play a crucial role. The MTG satellite system in particular is relevant to Africa, as it provides a great deal of high resolution, rapidly updated information for the region. And for Africa and other continents, it will support vital decision-making and adaptation measures for those areas of the economy that are particularly sensitive to climate change. agriculture, water management, marine and coastal resource management, natural resources health, disaster resilience, renewable energy, the list goes on, because of course climate change impacts all facets of our life. So with that, I hope you have a really good session. I hope it's informative and engaging, and either through this forum or otherwise, don't hesitate to get in contact with us if we can help in any way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Phil Evans. Well, don't bother your lack of experience on camera. I'm jealous of your English anyway. And you're looking good though. So thank you very much. Et Jean Jougel, merci pour votre your opening. L'ouverture. My name. Okay. Well, merci à tous. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and we will see you later. Thank you for making all this possible. Well, feel free, everybody who's looking. I'm looking at the chat, what mentions are in there, and what's so great that even people from America are already in. Remind you, here in the Netherlands, it's 9:38, but for them, it's somewhere like 3 in the morning or at night. So that they're still in, I appreciate it. Seychelles are in, I saw, Austria is in, South Africa is in. We have so many people watching right away, and I'm really happy that you're all here. And well, hopefully with filling in all the information, I can also see your face a little bit, because, well, you can see me, but I can't see you. I just can see the chats. So feel free to tell the world what you picked up today or even tomorrow. What surprises you, what new things crossed your mind, or what great tips you have about satellite use to your followers. And if you do so, you can tag some social media accounts. For example, the media accounts of the FIM. Yeah, I always say FIM, but it's officially FIMC, F-I-M-C. You can tag them with whether it's Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. And if you also use the hashtag FIMC 2021, you can all, you know how it works. You can all collect it together and see what remarks are given. So that will be great that all over the world people are knowing that we are having a chat together and try to connect on another way, but digitally. We're connected, we're all together. And we have made a map where all the participants and all the attendees are. We have a map of the world of at least 90 countries who have been called in. Look here, Europe, of course, Europe is here, but Africa, a lot of 33 countries in Africa are in, 10 in Asia, even in Australia, we have a viewer, 10 countries of South America, and we have 3 North America, yeah, of course, Canada, North America. I saw Mexico is already in, so it is great to have you all here. And yeah, I'm sorry if you are suffering a time lag or a jet lag. Hang on, we'll have some breaks. You can grab some coffee in between. I don't see your faces. Whatever you're doing now while you're listening, I don't know. I'm the only one who have to take care how I look. You don't have to do that. Feel free to ask questions. If you're listening, the English version, there comes a pop-up. You already probably saw it with chat, questions, and a poll. Well, the poll means we're going to ask you a few questions and you can fill in the poll your answer. The chat is mainly meant to chat, to give suggestions or what I saw. Hey, good morning. How are you? I'm here from, or give some issues, nice websites or whatever. The question is especially meant for questioning to the speakers who are coming up. So the moderators behind me can watch in the questions what's asked. What would you like to ask the speaker? And we have after every session about 5 minutes to ask the questions. If there are too many questions, well, we're going to find out how those questions can be answered. So that's a little bit how things work. Maybe important to say that the images speakers use might have copyrights. So be aware of that and use the right credits to that. And of course, it's easy to connect with each other, but it's not very handy if I don't see your face. So fill in your picture, make your description great. Yesterday, I was trying to search who's in there, and I was searching on weather presenter, and I only had 18 hits. I was like, only 18 weather presenters? No, that's not possible. But it depends on the description you give to yourself. So take a look, put in your picture, put in the right description. And so it's very easy to find whether you're a journalist or a meteorologist or some NGO or a real weather presenter. Please do so. That would be great. Well, the program. In this morning, we have 2 time slots about the future focus concerning weather. And after the lunch break, important lunch break, we have 2 time slots with focus on Africa and Decade of Ocean for Sustainable Development. And around 15:40, so before even 4 o'clock Central Time, Paris time, Netherlands time, we will end the sessions of today. And in between, what you can do is Swapcard. It's a great application. Okay, sometimes video won't play, but otherwise it's a great application to find partner areas from EUMETSAT, from the FIM, from the WMO. And there you can find all kinds of links with interesting information. So feel free and to take a look as well there. And hold your screen while there's any breaks, because there will be a few breaks, and especially because technically we have to switch to another speaker. So I think that's no issue. Are you having a good time? Is everything okay? Does it work? Can you find everything you need? If not, just ask in the chat. We can help you all out. And by the way, I didn't introduce myself. Sorry, I'm Helga. I was too enthusiastic just to start the whole session because we're already too late. I'm a weather presenter, or I used to be a weather presenter in the Netherlands. I've done this for more than 20 years. And well, nowadays I'm just an ambassador, and I'm speaking about climate, sustainability and behavior, because hey, we know it's important. We know there's an urgency. We know the climate is changing and it's bothering us all, but we're still not acting. Why? Yeah, and that was a very interesting connection with Corona. I don't know how things went in your country, but we had a few lockdowns here, and people say, it's not going to work anyway. No, I know why, because you're not taking the measures you should take. You think you're exceptional. It is not necessary for you. Yeah, it's necessary for everybody. And Corona is just 3 weeks interval. So if everybody does the right thing now and stay inside, within 3 weeks, the virus has no issue at all. And we even can't handle those 3 weeks. So in climate, it's months, it's years, it's decades. How are we gonna set those minds in? Listen, we have to do something now. It might be discomfortable, but we have to do something right now. Well, thanks to you all, you can help us communicate the urgency, but also the possibilities. People like to have a view. What can I do? And not only the bad words, but also little things you can do to make other choices to help this world. So the kickoff has been done. We're going on to the next session. We're going to the future focus, but within a little break, because we have to change the technical issues so you can still watch all the speakers the right way. I'll see you back at 9:50. Bye. Till then.